I'm live. Hi, everybody. Hi, MK Ultra Hiking and Gear Review. Thank you for updating the chat, keeping them informed that I was having technical difficulties. Hi, Oxygen. Oxygen, you just stumbled upon acro. Just stumbled across. You're using a very strange font. The how to glitch a text. Is that what you mean? You figured out how to glitch text? Congratulations, dude. That's like so 2009 of you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jeremy Burtz. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today for this lovely stream. I'm simulcasting on both my Sheila Alien and Sheila Alien's accounts. Both of them. Wearing my glasses because I'm blind and I don't have my contact lenses. So now I have to wear glasses and don't make fun of me. Thank you. Puma Fist. Is this what do you mean? Is this Sheila? Yes, this is me. I'm sorry. I don't have any filters on and I wear glasses. I'm sorry. Tech Zombie. Yes, this is me. And I'm sorry. I'm just an old lady with glasses. Is that okay with all of you guys? Can we move forward with the content now? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, say something. Is this Sheila? That's the rudest thing I've heard all day, dude. Rude. I'm not going to say anything else until I know you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? I appreciate somebody said I was hot. That makes me feel better. Okay, thank you, Jeremy Burtz. Burtz. Thank you, my friend, Jeremy. And Puma Fist. What's up? Hatch 450 SX, can you hear me? Am I supposed to use your studio lights? I know it's dark behind me. I have your ring light on my face, MK Ultra. Let me see. I got you know what? Because I stole the USB thing for the blue light and I put it in my room because I was using it. So I don't have it right now. I could go red, but that's not going to look good. Hi, everybody. This is good enough. It's good enough. Hi, Stoned Ape Adventures. Nice to see you in here. Thank you for coming. Today, thank you to MK Ultra who told me about this. What was going on Midnight's Edge After Dark. Welcome to the show, says greetings. Oh, red is to accent the Godzillas. Oh, well, pardon me. Pardon me. Does this accent the fucking Godzillas? There you go. Does it look good? Not really. Not really. Red is not the color that I need on me. Red is terrible for me. It's Pedo Fist. Okay, you guys. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't call Puma Fist a pedo per se. He's here. He's in the chat. He's not a pedophile, but you know, it is what it is. Mega McNut. Hi. Nice to see you, person. Today we're talking about Tom Connors. Don't worry about it, Puma Fist. It's not about you today. It's not always about you, Puma Fist. Hi, Rockstar. Nice to see you here. My beautiful dark twisted faggotry. I love your name, girlfriend. Sheila's professional streamer arc. I inherited all this stuff from somebody who actually gives a fuck about their channel, who has a lot less subscribers than me, by the way, but gives a lot. I mean, no offense, but the people who like invest in like this type of shit impress the fuck out of me. I didn't, but the person who lives here did, and so I get to use it, which is awesome. And I should have done that myself. I'm a bum, but yeah, I get to pretend like I give a fuck. And I do give a fuck, but now I didn't have to spend money on it. So yes, we're good to go now. MK Ultra is the one to thank for that. He's got all the gear. He's got all kinds of cool shit. I know I'm supposed to get to this. It's not like it's like pertinent. It'll be there. It's not going anywhere. But he's got a lantern. He has a sword. He has a samurai. It's wooden, like my heart. It's a wooden sword. He has Godzillas. he has a spotting scope for UFO hunting. What do you guys have in your immediate vicinity that's as cool as this stuff? And one last thing I want to show you guys. Oh yeah, we have this. We have a bell, and we have your neighborhood velociraptor to tell you about Midnight's Edge. Cussing up a storm for all of us. Talking shit about Hollywood because Hollywood is a bunch of fucking pedophiles. Okay, cool. You guys don't have any of this stuff. I do. That is cool. I know it's cool. Thank you, Hatch. I'm glad you can appreciate it. Hi, lovely Sherry. Nice to see you here. Met you in Vets Talkins chat. Okay. So now we're going to get into this Midnight's Edge after dark, or just regular old daytime Midnight's Edge, I guess. Oh, my cat's having an asthma attack. Again, sorry. She's okay, though. So there's this box office hit, as you all may have known. It's currently in the theaters, called Sound of Freedom. And it's about human trafficking. It's starring Jim Caviezel. Am I saying his name right? Jim Caviezel. I guess he was in Passion of the Christ. Is that correct? He's a religious fellow, and it's being called. This is a nice article here by Variety, which is rare because all the other articles, like I'm going to show you a messed up one, are very anti this movie because it's beating out, or it's almost beating Indiana Jones. It's got better fanfare than Indiana Jones for sure. Without having an Indiana Jones name on it, I'd say it's beating Indiana Jones for sure. The Sound of Freedom, a religious thriller led by the Passion of the Christ star Jim Caviezel, if I'm saying that correctly, is becoming an unlikely box office savior. The faith-based movie about child sex trafficking has collected an impressive $40 million after 6 days of release. It opened last Tuesday, generating a mighty $14.2 million on Independence Day holiday. The film picked up another $18.2 million between Friday and Sunday, enough to place third on the domestic box office charts behind Insidious, The Red Door, which is just like a PG-13 horror flick, from my understandings, and Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny, $26.5 million. It's playing in the blah, blah, blah theaters, where you might go see this if it's playing nearby. I would love to go see it now, actually, just so I could talk about it and see what's going on. See if it's a good movie. I hear it's like a good, it's like not just a movie. I think it's a documentary type of thing. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. And blah, 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 blah. So it's a great movie, good message, I guess, trying to expose the human trafficking problem in our country, which is rampant. But then we go over here to the Rolling Stone article. And this is all, I'm giving you context to what Midnight's Edge is going to go off on in the clips that we're going to watch today. The Sound of Freedom is a superhero movie for dads with brainworms. The QAnon tinged thriller about child trafficking is designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer. Isn't that the saltiest fucking shit you've read all day? Is that not the saltiest bullshit? Thank you, Hatch. Hatch says, this isn't fiction. Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell, and DJ Avicii died for this. Is DJ Avicii dead? No. Shit. Well, I had to look into that conspiracy theory. I didn't know he was dead, and certainly didn't know he was dead because of this. Tom Connors is our hero. He's invited to come on our channel, our podcast, anytime. He can use all the cuss words he wants, and he could totally just let loose. I would love it. If any of you know Tom Connors, send him this clip of me saying that I want him on my podcast. He could come on me and Mike's podcast. It's called What Was That Podcast, and the link is in the description. This person, who is named I'm a Friend of Sarah Connor, says, it is good. I saw it Saturday. It's like Schindler's List or Grave of the Fireflies. You see, you must see it once, and it's enough. I got to watch Grave of the Fireflies as well, I guess. I never heard about that. They were working on this film together before Chester and Chris suicided. Oh my lordy, god dang. Dang it. Flake 452, top of the morning to you, says Mecha Random reviewed this film like it was fiction, critiquing the behavior of the people as if they were simply characters. I gotta watch it now so I can fully understand what's being talked about here because I haven't seen it, so I don't know what that means. Hey, Chimera. Chim Chan in the house. Chim Chan. Cool. Cool to see you here. Nobody listens to Mecha. It's okay, lovely Sherry. I don't think anybody here in my chat is listening to Mecha Random in any type of non-ironic fashion. We might listen to her to make fun of her, and that's the only time. And we make fun of her as well. We like to make fun of her. So no, don't worry about it. Nobody listening to that bitch except to make fun of her. And we do that on John De La Rosa's channel on the Dank stream. We do make fun of her. So don't worry about it. She might have something coming. Like I got to watch the movie and then I have to see what she said about the movie and then I'll be able to comment on it properly. All right. Hi, B Baker. B Baker is from Truth Seekers chat. He's a moderator. He or she is a moderator in Truth Seekers channel, which is a great friend of our channel. Awesome. So the crappy article that is just one example of the ones that they've been writing about this movie, which are all, well, not all, but most are pretty kind of along this line, calling it a QAnon, movie, which I've been labeled as QAnon just for talking about certain things by YouTube's little algorithm, which puts a warning underneath people's videos. So I know how bullshitty the whole QAnon thing is just to dismiss people. I've never even searched QAnon on my fucking browser ever, dude. And they labeled me as that. Oh, I'm not subscribing. You're tripping, Rolling Stones. Sorry. I'm not going to subscribe to Rolling Stones to read this shitty shit, but I think you get the picture. Based on a true story I heard from somewhere across the theater. Yeah, okay. Somebody in the theater said that the familiar words had appeared on screen and an elderly blah, blah, blah. But you could get everything you need to know about how they feel about the movie from the headline and the sub-headline. Sound of Freedom is a superhero movie for dads with brain worms. Dads who want to protect kids, basically. And the QAnon tinged thriller about child trafficking designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer. That's the shittiest shit. That is just rude, if you ask me. But surprisingly, Variety, which I wouldn't expect this from them, but they gave it a fair shout out, called it impressive, just called it for what it is. Except they did call it a religious thriller, which I don't know if that's even the right thing to call it, a religious thriller. I've never heard that term in my freaking life. So there's that. Now, Tom Connors goes off on a panel on a live stream he had today. Let's get to that. He had this on his channel called Midnight's. What's it called? Just Midnight's Edge. The After Dark part, I guess, is that's After Dark. So here we go. I got some timestamps from our good friend MK Ultra in the chat here. He gave me some timestamps. And we're going to start here. I think he said the 25-minute mark. Hold on. Feel free to shoot those timestamps out to me again. Oop. Yeah, I believe he said, 25 minutes. Okay, we're going there. And welcome to the show, everybody. This is my professional streamer arc. You're witnessing it live right now. It's happening. Don't be scared of it. It's going to get more intense as these days go on. Okay, let me know if the audio doesn't work.
And when you've got Rolling Stone, The Guardian, CNN, and you name it, however many pundits and analysts and
that's Tom Connors of Midnight's Edge talking up there. He's the top middle.
Other papers out there talking about this thing like it's some QAnon conspiracy Bible thumping film. They are lying through their fucking teeth. And not only are they just lying, they're egregiously lying, right? Like they're so wrong about this movie. Nothing about this movie screams Bible thumping film. Nothing in this movie screams exploitative, nor does it even go anywhere where I would say, oh, that's bullshit, that never happened. Because guess what? You can go through and research this. 90% of this happened, as far as you can find out. There's even footage, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that they are trying to come out and actively shut this movie down, whether it's through the conspiracy of the shit that they're putting in the media or the...
I'm gonna pause this because somebody says there are 2 streams going. What does this mean? I don't want there to be 2 streams. Oxygen. If you're not seeing the comments, it's because I'm simulcasting to my Sheila Alien channel and my Sheila Aliens channel. So you're not going to see the comments from both chats. You're going to see the comments from the chats that you are in only. And I'm sorry about that, except for the ones that I share on the screen or the ones I read out loud. So I can see all of the chats in the same spot, but you can't. Sorry about that. And somebody says there are, let's see, Rockstar, who I believe is a moderator, says there are 2 streams going. What does that? Oh, are you talking about my simulcast? Okay, is that all you're talking about? Or he's talking about EVS being live. I think he's more talking about the fact that I have a simulcast going, which is the reason for the comments that are confusing people. Sorry about that, you guys. That's just how it goes. CG Kings is not what you guys are talking. No. I'm going to go with, he was talking about my simulcasting because that is why you will be confused. You're not going to see all the comments. Sorry about that. Unless you open up both my channels, chats in 2 separate tabs, you could do that technically. Because let me put the links in the description. I don't want to confuse anybody. Because I'm going to be moving this all over to just Sheila Alien, but I don't have full access to it. It's just too much to explain right now. But that will be in about 8 days. For now, we're just simulcasting on both. It's whatever. It will all make sense later on. There's my 2 links. PG Kings are cool. Shut up, Boom Fist. What do you know? I'm not even getting into that with you right now, boy. We're not getting into it. My beautiful dark twisted fagel tree says, oh, you've never heard of CG? Yeah, exactly. You're not talking about CG Kings. That's Comicsgate Kings. It's a live stream that happens every Monday. Our good friend Ethan Van Sciver on his channel. But that's not what anybody was talking about. Yeah, I know. I got you, girl. I know what you're talking about. I should mod you as well. But I will do that later. I got to get on with the show here. Tom Connors, here we go.
Stuff that we're hearing about screenings being shut down due to some weird fucking AC problem in just that theater for some reason. I think Hollywood is actively trying to get this movie shut down for 2 reasons. 1, it hits too close to home. 2, they're embarrassed because it's kicking the shit out of everything they've done. And I mean everything.
I don't think that's the issue. The issue is they don't like the people. And probably they don't like the subject matter.
The other issue is that you also have...
So the guy that interrupted and said, that's Chateau down here. That is the guy who's like the nemesis of the whole thing.
Exploitative, nor does it even go anywhere where I would say, oh, that's bullshit, that never happened. Because guess what? You can go through and research this. 90% of this happened, as far as you can find out. There's even footage, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that they are trying to come out and actively shut this movie down, whether it's through the conspiracy of the shit that they're putting in the media or the stuff that we're hearing about screenings being shut down due to some weird fucking AC problem in just that theater for some reason. I think Hollywood is actively trying to get this movie shut down for 2 reasons. 1, it hits too close to home. 2, they're embarrassed because it's kicking the shit out of everything they've done. And I mean everything.
I don't think...
See? Okay. The points he made were very good. There are reports of some of the theaters shutting, or like the AC not working for the screenings of this particular movie, Sound of Freedom, as though to make it uncomfortable enough for people to cancel and refund their tickets. And also it's because mainstream media is trashing the movie so much because they're embarrassed that it's kicking the ass of everything they had. And also because they're a bunch of pedos, kind of.
I don't think that's the issue. The issue is they don't like the people.
Yeah, so that's Chato. He's gonna just... Let me see how MK Ultra described to me who the heck this Chato guy is. Let me see. Chato is a former TV executive And he's making every excuse. Yeah, he's making excuses for Hollywood in during the whole stream.
And they don't
Probably
like
that.
the subject matter.
The other issue is that you also have.
Well, I said that
count-
it's too close to home. That's number
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Well,
Well, the other counter argument is the fact that you've got a low budget film performing really well in theaters, and
That's what I
Hollywood's been
just
very
fucking
against.
said.
He literally did just say that. He said it's kicking the ass of their films. And that's literally what he just said. But okay. I get why he's frustrated with that. Hatch does not like Chateau. I don't even know who Chateau is before today. We're discovering Chateau together right now. MK Ultra says Chateau called Jim Caviezel crazy because he brought up the adrenochroming children in an interview. Yeah, that's not crazy. It's not crazy. It's just a theory. It could be happening. You don't know. It's a thing. They scare kids, and that's how you get the adrenochrome to activate. You have to scare the shit out of somebody in order to get it going, and then you can, I guess, extract it from them. And imagine if they're doing that to kids. That's so sad. I don't even know if that's true, but it's freaking. We should be allowed to talk about conspiracy theories also without just being labeled crazy. It's the internet. We used to be able to do that. So anyway, we're just discussing things here on the internet.
You didn't bring up that part yet. You're breaking up the other stuff.
Okay.
He did bring it up. He said it.
It's a variation on the theme.
But again, like this is the thing. It's a valid point, Tom. Like, yes, this is a low budget film, regardless of subject matter. It's a low budget film that is raking in the money. And for a long time, Hollywood has been the bigger studios have been very, very averse to promoting low budget films or even making low budget films. It always has to be 100 million, 150, $200 million tentpole films in order to garner this much, attention and interaction from the audience. And I think that is one of the aspects that's not about the other subjects matter that also bugs them too, because there's been a number of producers for the last 8 years that have been screaming at the rest of Hollywood saying we have to bring back the low and mid budget movies again.
Yeah.
This film.
I'll say this. Sorry, Culture. You
No, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
No, you go.
We love
No,
Culture Casino.
in an effort to just speak on this film, first and foremost, I think it's probably one of the most impactful films you can see this year and maybe the last 4 or 5 years. And while it does have a tiny little shred of some religious connotation or some reference to it, it is far less egregious than anything you've seen from the mainstream media or film or television recently. That is just absolute.
Sorry, I got to pause. I don't really need glasses. It just hurts my eyes. Sorry. I just thought they looked cute. I found them in this general vicinity in Mike's studio here that I'm using. And I don't need them, and they hurt my eyes. So let's move on. Is there another timestamp? I think there was another timestamp. Mike, you can be my jewels. Hold on. R33S3, who I know very well, says, hey, hail Sheila Aliens and everybody else. Hello, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you. Yay, I am alive. I've not been killed yet. John, I'm loving it out here in North Carolina where I just moved to on the 1st of July, I think it was. It's awesome. I love it here. B. Baker says Salty Cracker made a really good point about the adrenochrome and their reaction against this. The way they are reacting makes us think there really must be something to the adrenochrome as well. Yeah. Why are they freaking out about this so much? Was that in the movie? Is the adrenochrome in the movie? Linkovic. Yeah. I was just waiting for you guys to say I looked hot with glasses. That's the only reason I had them on. I got to get some kind of gimmick going here. I'm just an old lady. I got to get some kind of something going. But yeah, one of you said it was hot. That's not enough for me to keep wearing them. 108 is on the topic of theaters having issues. Okay. B. Baker also says they literally had a Rothschild relative on CNN coming out against this film. Salty played that, and this is just stuff you couldn't make up. Wow. Salty's good. I've been watching him lately. He's high energy. Liberalien. Maybe like a libertarian? I think I'm okay with that. You could call me call me a liberal. Call me a libertarian, I guess, because that's what I when I take tests, I'm come out as a libertarian. I'm not a fucking I'm not a liberal. Pardon my language. You're gonna get me demonetized up in here. It was kind of hot, but not worth giving yourself a headache. I trust your opinion, Linkovic. I've known you far too long, and you are a truth teller, a speaker of truth. Okay, so we're going to go to the 108 timestamp that Mike gave us here, where they are discussing the subject matter further. Okay.
What kind of amount that is, I do not know. This has not yet been disclosed, but I would imagine it's less than 14 million. I would imagine it's like 5-10 million would be my best guess as to what they had to shell out to actually get the movie. Because like for Disney, it's like real simple. Hey, here's this little company that wants to buy this movie that we have decided not to release. They'll pay us 5 million. I will make it 8, and they can have it. We need the money.
I think they needed the money, and I think that's the only reason this happened.
Do you think there's anybody actively calling theater chains saying don't play this film?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Here's what I think. It could be one of two things. We did discuss this last night. What Paul is kind of referring to is there's been some various reports that people's screenings have been canceled due to the air conditioning supposedly not working in the theater is the main excuse coming across. They could be one of two things. It could be some activists within certain theaters, and it could just be isolated incidents where, you know, the type of media we're seeing right now where people are throwing out this, oh, it's a QAnon conspiracy. I can see some blue-haired bitch in the fucking lobby pulling some crap and shutting down a couple of places, getting these shut down. Or there is an active thing.
You're saying a librarian, Sheila, a librarian, basically. It had nothing to do with politics. Okay, I get it. That is what Flake says, as in librarian. I'm a Liberian. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. Close enough. Close enough.
Thing where somebody from inside Disney and other places are calling and telling them, can you find a way to, mess up these screenings? And it A, stops people from seeing that movie, and B, opens up the possibility that they might actually go see Indiana Jones instead, since they're already at the theater. Because that's what we're hearing, is it's just those screenings. Like the rest of the theater is not having an AC problem. Just that screening room, for some reason, seems to be the constant thing coming through. Now, we've only had a few reports of this, so we can't necessarily say it's a pattern yet. But I know WDW Pro and Jonas are actually investigating this today. So hopefully when they get back to me or we hear their report, we'll have a little bit better idea of what's going on, or because we talked about it last night, and we'll have to see what it is. Oh, 6. Hello.
Yeah. Hi. I wanted to throw my 2 cents in.
Please.
I live in a very conservative town. My AMC theater is not showing this movie at all.
Wow.
The second largest town in my state is not showing this movie at all. AMC. The local chain of theaters in my state has 9 a.m. showings of this movie, and they're playing it all day. They never have 9 a.m. showings of anything. So I don't know how, I've looked at just a few of the theaters, a few of the showings to see how they're selling. And and I'm comparing it to Indy, and there's definitely more people going to see this movie than Indy. But like I said, it's a very conservative area where I live. So I just wanted to throw that in.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Nice.
We also have Polly joining us as well. How you doing, Polly?
Hey, wait a second.
Hey.
I like how they just take these little call-ins real quick. That's very cool. I want to be able to do, and they sounded good too. It's not like somebody fumbling around trying to figure out how to use a microphone. So these people are calling in about how they're not showing the Sound of Freedom at their local theaters like they should be. And allegedly they're being sabotaged. These screenings are being sabotaged from what I hear. If anyone has any experience with that personally, please say so in the comments.
Hey, what's going on? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Awesome.
Well,
Awesome.
Paulie looking manly with that vest, that shirt.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
What the heck?
I think he's about to tell me that if I drink milk, I can look like him someday.
So
All right.
I'm getting ready. We're moving this week. I'm gonna do all of my shows live from my living room. We're gonna have some live guests. So
Oh, thank you, MK Ultra, for the next timestamp. I appreciate that. You're just a good timestamper. Although I do want to hear about how he's decorating his new house and stuff or whatever, but I'll save that for my personal viewing time. We're going to go to 123-ish, 122. We'll go there.
No, I'm very thankful that Paulie has introduced me to all sorts of cinema that I would not have otherwise known, and I do appreciate that.
But I'm glad you
hold your horses. If Chato makes a rude comment to Paul, can I get that timestamp? Because I need to see that. You know I'm here for that kind of stuff. If you get the timestamp on that, I need that. Chato makes a rude comment to Paul. Is that the guy in the upper right? He didn't hurt nobody. He's just a nice guy. Huh.
In here, Polly. We're actually in the midst of super chats here, like this one. George Orwell sends in 20 smackaroos. Thank you so much.
All right, Mike.
Says there's a name unspoken that Hollywood fears in Sound of Freedom. The name is Epstein.
Is that? Do you think?
I don't remember if it was mentioned in the movie or not. Now that you say that, but I mean, clearly there's a connection there. I'm not going to say
the name is not mentioned in the movie, obviously, but setting up this resort where the sting takes place,
the imagery,
everyone that's been watching news will be able to see the obvious connotations.
I was going to say, didn't this all lead to getting him? Because that's the other thing we got to remember. This movie was made 5 years ago. This event happened back in 2014.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are many more islands like that to this day. But if not that name in particular, then other names like it of people still in business very much could be a part, not the whole reason, but a part of the backlash.
Thank you for joining us, MJO Skyver, who was watching this on Midnight's Edge's channel, which is in the description to this video. Earlier today, he watched it live. I missed it live, but MK Ultra was nice enough to send me over some timestamps from it. Bill Green. I love Sheila. She's so pretty and has a nice voice too. Oh my God, thank you. We need more of those type of comments. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. We're E-Fapping Midnight's Edge.
Oh, I'm not even gonna get into that. Mech1164 sends in $5 and says, just a film. This isn't QAnon adjacent, it's Hollyweird adjacent. Yes.
Yes.
As the saying goes, you know you are over the target when you're taking flack. Absolutely. Like, it's almost obnoxious how they're just telegraphing this stuff.
There you go.
It's blatant. And I hope people notice. I really, really do. I hope this is the one where people notice, okay, the media is full of shit.
Yeah.
Hollywood's full of shit. Why would they not want me to see this movie? What is wrong with this movie? Because that's the exact reaction I think most people are going to have after they see the movie. Because I feel bad for the people that are going in thinking they're going to see some sensationalized, wackiness. And they're going to come out going, well, that wasn't as big a deal as the media was making it out to be. No, because it isn't. It's a straightforward story. It's a movie. It tells this story. It doesn't try to feed you full of any bullshit. It isn't like, they're like trying to create some propaganda or exploitation avenue with this. It's not. It's none of those things. But Hollywood, the way they're reacting to this way to it is, it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's some of the worst, like, TDS kind of shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's very suspicious the way Hollywood is acting about this, as we saw, with this article here by Rolling Stone, this very salt-laden article, trying to tie it to QAnon, as though child trafficking is a QAnon fucking thing. And that's really disgusting that they would even do that. It's exposing them even further. And somehow Variety is not being bad. Variety is actually being kind of cool about it. So I don't know. But then again, it could just be this Rebecca Rubin who is being cool about it. She wrote this article. She's cool, I guess. Barbie Oppenheimer. Never mind. We're not getting into that. We're not getting into this. Okay. Back to this over here.
It's like they're acting guilty.
Exactly,
They're
Chris.
acting-
Thank
they're
you.
acting like guilty. That's really what it is like they're acting like it's just shocking to me that people don't see the merits of this film, and it shows the hypocrisy. It's like, yeah, diversity, but it's got to be the right kind of diversity.
Yes.
Because as Paul pointed out earlier, they don't count the Latino community or Asians as diversity. That doesn't count when it comes to this movie. By all accounts, should be considered diverse and should check all the boxes that the Oscars need for a film to be nominated for Oscars. I'd really be curious, Polly, what you think about the Oscar chances for this movie.
None. The Oscars?
I mean, it's not
If the people were voting for the Oscars, yes. But since it's Hollywood, no.
going to happen.
None.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not.
None.
Should it be? Absolutely. From best film, the best cinematography, best score, music. You could even make an argument for best supporting actress.
Are you kidding me?
From The Daughter.
I want to go see this movie so bad. Okay, I'm gonna try to go see it.
I mean, there's so many because those supporting roles are the ones that's like what
Hi,
they do with the
BLT.
little time that they're on and how they
That
affect
dude
you.
in the bar should be nominated too. The guy, the
He's
ex,
hilarious.
the ex cartel
Ex-Cartel.
dude.
Well, he's still
Yeah.
Cartel, but yeah, ex-Cartel. He was great. What was his name? Billy Camp.
I think so. Yeah.
Actor's name is Billy Camp. Great actors, guys. They're such characters.
I mean, he just jumped off the screen to me, like compared to everybody else. Like he was.
Yeah, and he's
Hi, I do have to pause it, from time to time to abide by the YouTube copyright laws and all that. But hi, Keely Chow. I'm happy to see you here in chat today. You said let Hollywood burn. I'd like to show you the thumbnail I made for today's video. Let me use, how can I do that? I'd love to show that to you. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. There's me, and there's, how can I disappear myself? Hold on. There, you guys see it? That's Hollywood burning. That's what I made I used the artificial intelligence to make that picture. Anyway, I'm still a newbie at streaming, so forgive all my stupidity here. And here we go.
that character, Caviezel's character creates a team of good guys that
Caviezel plays it very subdued, right? Like he doesn't ever
everything subdued.
No, but I mean, this time it's really is very just kind of
Billy Camp. Yeah. Billy Camp.
This whole reaction by the left reminds me of something that happened out here at a school board where a parent or teacher stood up and started reading from a children's book that was unbelievably pornographic, and she was shut down. But it's a book in the library in grade school.
Okay, that's very interesting. That's a whole other topic that is also of great concern in our country. And you'll see it at basically every, school board meeting that you watch is parents going up and reading books that are in the students' libraries that are too graphic, and the school board will not allow the parent to read it because it's so fucking disgusting. It's pornographic. But they don't want to hear it because it's so bad. But it's like, then why are you letting the kids read it? That's the whole point. That's the whole point of what they're doing. But so this guy is not totally not on our side. He's just kind of a cuck for Disney a little bit, this Chateau guy. But I guess it's good to have dissenting opinions on a panel. Props to Midnight's Edge for allowing that to happen. That's really cool. And my co-host and owner of this microphone right here says, this Saturday we can go see it. So we might go see that movie, The Sound of Freedom. I would love to be able to be more knowledgeable about it so I can talk about the movie. I want to see it. And also, if these people think it deserves awards and stuff, like it sounds like it's definitely worth seeing. And some of the people in chat said it was worth seeing. So I'd love to go do that. And we do love a passionate Tom Connors. Anytime he's cussing, this doesn't have to be cussing, but anytime he's getting passionate about stuff, like he tries to censor himself a lot depending on whose channel he's on because he's trying to be proper. But we want to hear him just let loose and talk about what he wants to talk about. So he's always welcome on our channels if anybody wants to let him know that, MJO Skyver says Jim was very reserved in his portrayal of a federal agent who you as an audience can see that the job is taking a toll on him. Oh, honestly, I bet it does. Saving children and stuff. And those children are already damaged by the time you save them. And it's got to be heartbreaking. And you just want to like kill the people you're saving them from, I'm sure. You'd like to beat them to death. So that's got to be a whole another situation. John, what do you mean? I took pics as I left California. What does that mean? What do you mean? I did not take any goddamn motherfucker. Pardon my language. I did not take any photographs as I left California. Thank you. Not sure what you mean by that. Did I? I mean, not that I showed anybody. I mean, I showed some person, but that was all private. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. It was just pictures of me like in the airplane and stuff, or like out the airplane window. Don't confuse me. I'm blonde. I'm a real blonde. Hi, Veiled. Veiled. I never know how to pronounce it, but you're a superstar on Twitter. Veiled. And you're a superstar in our sphere of the internet that we have going on here. You're a propagator. You help propagate things in a good way. And I appreciate that. I do. Anyway, I guess that's all. I just wanted to show you guys Midnight's Edge. Freaking out. I wanted to show you guys the studio I get to use. The studio I get to use. I got a microphone. I got a ring light with a fucking real webcam. You guys. My cat's happy as hell here. I got this cool microphone. If I wanted to do that, I got shit. I got shit going on around here. Stuff going on around here. Pardon my language. He was talking about your background. Oh, sorry. Me getting all paranoid. Like, what are you talking about? What pictures did I take? Yeah, you're right. That was pictures of, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I'm an airhead. Yeah, that's a picture I took as I was leaving California, basically. You got me. No plants. That's what I'm saying. What? Around here? Yeah. I know. Okay, so I have AI make pictures. If you're talking about my surroundings, every time I have AI make me like the perfect podcasting room, it always includes plants. And I feel like we do need plants. There's not a single plant in this house, and we need plants. And I think AI knows what it's talking about when it comes to that. I really do. Let me see if I can show you guys the most beautiful podcasting room that AI designed for me on my request. Let's see if I can get it in here real quick. I have to log into the AI system. It's very complicated. But yeah, no, we do need plants. I pardon my French. I 1000% agree with that. Because according to AI, plants are the cornerstone of good interior design. If you don't have plants, you're just not doing it correctly. And I will show you this magical stuff in a moment. Until then, you can just look at me or whatever. Podcast. Oh, yes, this is the one. I love this one so much. You guys see that? Let me see. I designed this with AI. AI designed it with me, whatever. It was designed. And I feel like it is the beautiful podcast set. But it's got plants in there. You see the plants? If you don't take care of them, you're just an evil person. I'm not evil, but I mean, come on. If you're going to have plants, you take care of them. If they're inside plants, I hope that they can still be happy plants. MK, we got to get some plants up in here. But you see this pretty, like they put a purple light behind the plant. Now, how beautiful is that? They got like dream catchers. They got just cool stuff hanging around. I love the color of the wall. It's like turquoise-ish, but it's also like vignette. They got some other like backlighting situations happening. I just love this whole thing. Of course, the monitors would be flipped around because you're using them. But that's not a beautiful podcast set. I don't know what is. So trust me, I have plants in mind because the AI told me that is part of beautiful design. And I think it's true. Every time I make a podcast set, it's got plants up the wazoo on AI. Yeah. I wish we could have some herbal plants, but we can't do that in North Carolina. Oh. Or some fungus. For some reason, MJ Skyver says, for some reason, a Japanese peace lily, respectively, comes to my mind on the subject of plants to own, all thanks to the film Hot Fuzz. I have not seen that. Not sure what the reference is, but I think plants make a home more homey on the inside. Oh God, MK Ultra says Godzilla is a cornerstone of great interior designs. We can get a Biolante figure though to meet in the middle. Can we wrap real vines around Rodan? Hey, look, I know my Godzilla stuff already. Around Rodan? Can I pick him up? Ooh, he feels expensive. Ooh, Rodan. I know I'm gonna break him. Caw. Can we put a plant around him or something? We need some plants in here. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. We're working on the interior design aspect of this situation. But you guys already know this is 10 times better than my usual setup. You guys already know it's fucking dope as hell. Like, if the AI tells me to kill, I'll do it. Says my beautiful dark twisted Fagel tree. If the AI tells Sheila to kill, she'll do it. No, I would take it into consideration. But I wouldn't do it. But I always take into consideration what the AI suggests because it's often very good suggestions. You just have to work it. Like, I don't need those desk lamps right there. I need those to be microphones, but that's still pretty good. It came really close in this image here. I think that's a beautiful podcast room. That is all. Thank you for listening. Rodan is cute. Leave Rodan alone. He kind of, yeah, I didn't realize he wasn't on there securely, but I didn't drop him. So I'm impressed with myself. Wasn't the Eagle Eye movie based on that? I don't know. I thought AI is supposed to listen to us, not the other way around. I just take suggestions from it, and I think it's a good friend to have to run anything past. If you're going to send a text message in the middle of the night, you can ask it, should I send it? How would you word this at 2:00 in the morning if you're drunk or like sad or just wake up sad and you try to text somebody you shouldn't be texting? It'll like tell you how to reword it properly. Then you can send it. That kind of stuff. Not that I do that. Just green screen it. No, we could. We do plan on getting a green screen, but that's like, if I green screen it, I'm going to green screen this background you see right here. That's what's going to be my background. But that's kind of a cop out, although it has its uses. We prefer to have a natural background happening behind us. And we plan to make it look cool. Booty call autocorrect says anime. Gematria. Yeah, for real. I mean, AI is my best friend. Japanese peace lily oxygenates the room and does. This is from MJO Skyver. Japanese peace lily oxygenates the room and does need enough sunlight and water to keep it healthy. It's part of the protagonist's life and even a setup to a later payoff in the film. Huh? okay, I could get it. I could get it sunlight. I could get it some water. I got those things available. We have so much room in the yard, the front and backyard. We could have a garden, a garden if we wanted to. It's all just like green grass. It's gorgeous. We have a berry tree and we can pick the berries and we eat them. I'm from California, so that's like amazing. I mean, I'm from like inner city California, you know. We don't have these luxuries out there, but it costs a whole lot more to live over there than it does here, where we have a berry tree. Thank you. Yeah, green screen is not better than an actual set. I agree with you, MK Ultra. That's why we're going to be fleshing out our actual sets. We're going to move all this into the studio room eventually. It's all going to be constantly be upgrading, upward. Thanks to Mike mostly. You know, he's got the vision. And I'm down for it. I'm just down for everything. So the upward mobility in the whole podcasting situation is great. Anyway, I just want to show you guys that. And I wanted to practice my first podcasting stream from this setup right here. Yeah, green screen is, I guess, cheaper than an actual set. But if you live in a home, right, and you've lived a life, correct? I'm assuming throughout your life you've acquired some strange objects or cool objects people have given you throughout time. They go to a strange country, they bring you a strange object back, you put it behind you. That's part of your podcast set. We got some of that stuff we're going to be putting out from Romania, stuff like that. You know, just like weird stuff you've acquired that you hold near and dear, stuff you paid money for, like this Godzilla I don't want to break, so I'm not going to touch him. Godzilla figurines, stuff you find, you know, that's near and dear to your heart. That's what should be behind you. That's how I feel. Stuff you collect, stuff you've made yourself, stuff people have made for you should all be. If you guys want to send me, I'm going to get a PO box. If you guys will send me like fan art, just send me fan art of me, my cats, Mike, yourself, Cecil. I don't care. Just send me fan art. That'd be so, I would plaster that on the walls behind me and I would feel so special. Stay tuned for a PO box in like maybe a couple weeks. That's what should be behind everybody who's podcasting. And subscribe to MK Ultra Hiking and Gear Review. That one. Aren't you a moderator? Can't you post your own links? Quit begging me to shout. I'm just kidding. Yeah, go to MK Ultra Hiking and Gear Review. He makes everything possible that you're listening to right now. Let me find him. And also we have our podcast. It's on our, we've had 4 episodes so far. The link is in the description to this video. It's called the What Was That podcast. And if you are somebody we know or somebody I'm familiar with on the internet and you have some type of supernatural experience, paranormal experience, weird stories, could be anything. UFOs, ghosts, sleep paralysis, astral projection, doppelgangers, like shadow people, leprechauns, anything. Hit me up on Twitter at Sheila Aliens, and we'll have you on and you can just talk about it with us. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Mike posted his links. AI is noting this. AI is noting everything. And I'm okay with that. I like AI. I'm going to be an AI film producer. I've already made a couple of short films. I could show you one of them. Hold on. I'll show you one of my short films. I'm ahead of the curve on all of that shit. I've been doing this since 2021. Oh my God. Sorry. This is lowbrow stuff, but because it's John Della Rose, right? Of course it's lowbrow. He got some full-figured lady on here with lots of tattoos. I don't even know what this. I'm mocked over. Wait, are you guys even seeing this? Okay, yeah, you got it. I'm mocked over my tattoos and called a fat whale, but trolls won't stop me. Sorry. She's beautiful. She's hot. Whatever. Let her do what she's doing. Hey, there's Adam. It's a guy. He's going to come on the show someday soon and talk about his time at Dugway Proving Ground. This is the glowy known as Vets Talkin', who people say looks like Cecil, but he's like a couple feet taller than him. Oh, he's live at his lake. Oh, cool. Oh, snap. So he's probably still live right now at his lake house. Or I guess that's a place. He lives in the Ozarks, on the lake. He's a vet. He's got some stories from Dugway Proving Ground, something to do with UFOs. I didn't ask him too much in details because we're going to go over that when he's on the show. Cecil, if he had hair and grew a couple feet, that's all. If he became 6'3" overnight instead of 5'3", yeah. Where was I going with that? I got distracted. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys my short film. 1 second, please. Hi. You don't need to see me right now. Hold on. That's the way I feel about it. Okay. This is a Hillary Clinton short film. You've probably all already seen it already, but it's just one I'm proud of. Okay, here we go. I made this with AI, and someday soon I'll just be able to make any old movie I want to make. Here we go. It's just Hillary Clinton having a snack. Oh, wait, it's not showing. Here we go. Wait, watch this. Here we go. There she is. You're welcome. Stop being shy. You know I'm shy. I freak out sometimes. I just turn the camera off because I see myself and I'm like, nah. It's Adam. It's a guy. You guys know who Adam is. Don't act like you don't know who he is. So this is my Hillary Clinton film. Nobody else made this. I made this my darn self with the power of AI. And I was rather shocked by what came out. Honestly, this first part, I was like, oh my God. The first scene looks really realistic. What, John? Don't talk crap about me. I can't help it. I'm shy. Sometimes I just freak out and I turn the camera off because I'm like, what am I doing on camera? What's going on? That's so weird to be on camera on the internet. And I realized that and I turned it off. Okay. I'm glad you like that veiled. I made this. And, as soon as I can, I'm going to make full feature-length films, and they're going to be retarded, and they're going to be gross, and they're going to be silly, and they're going to suck. And I hope you guys are ready for that because it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. But right now I can make like 30 seconds at a time. And I just don't have the patience to make a whole movie that way. I don't. Because it takes like an hour to make those 30 seconds. And I don't have the patience. Nobody's paying me to do it. So there you go. You're welcome. Stay tuned for that. Y'all. Can I do animation cartoons? No, I cannot. Not yet. It's happening soon, though. I mean, those things are in beta, and I don't have access to those betas. You have to be like in some inner circle or something. But there is one called Wonder. Let me see. Wonder Studios. Let me find it. I want to make sure I get you the right link. AI. Wonder Dynamics. Here we go. I'll just link that to you because those are the ones who are going to make this all possible for you guys. And it's going to be way easier than you can even imagine to make these things. You literally are just going to be typing in what you want it to do. WonderDynamics.com. They're the ones that are beta testing their animation AI system. And when that comes out, you're going to want to be in there. I signed up for the beta, but they never emailed me. So I think it's still in the works, but that's going to be some really awesome stuff. Yeah, the second that stops, that's the death of Marvel. Yeah, well, the second that we're all going to be producers. We're all going to have our own movies. We're all going to be starring in movies. Every last one of us that's in chat right now. And it's going to bring out the potential of a lot of people that we never even realized that they had potential in that way. It's going to be really cool. Going to be a lot of shit out there too. That a lot of goofy, funny stuff is going to be made. I'm going to be like probably making some of it myself. So I can't wait, you guys. Because I know a lot of people have potential. They just can't hire actors and stuff. You won't need to do that. you could just type in. You can create your own actors that look however you want them to look. It's going to be super easy. Yeah, it's coming. Just expect it in the next 2 years. It's already happening. You saw my Hillary Clinton film. Look just like her. Anyway, yeah, I could put any of you guys in a star. You could all be the stars of my films. How about that? Wholesome films too, maybe. PG-13. Cool. All right. I streamed for exactly 1 hour. I didn't time it that way, but that's how it ended up. But yeah, anyway, it was great talking to you guys. I'm glad you guys got to see my new setup and my red light that I have on. Get over Salma Hayek already. Jesus, MK Ultra. She ain't nothing. I'm just kidding. She's totally hot. I get the attraction there. So yeah, that will be the death of DC and Marvel is AI. It's gonna be a death of Hollywood. It's gonna be very cool. That Hillary will haunt you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everybody for showing up. Yeah, we're gonna get actors that don't exist. You don't even have to. I mean, you could make actors that, like you saw me use Hillary Clinton, but you could totally just make your own badass actor or actress that looks however you want them to look. And those virtual actors and actresses will be stars, even though they don't really exist, but they will be stars. They'll have their own Twitters and millions of followers and all that stuff. So, bow. Hail Comicsgate. Hail everybody. Thank you for joining. And that's the end of the show for tonight. 2 big reasons that Terry likes Selma. Of course. Wow. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye.